The Basics for Fitness and Nutrition by Peyton Joyner and Wynn Warren.
Ready.
The main points that we're going to discuss today are the ACSM guidelines, making your day harder, nutrition, common aches and pains and how to fix them, and a workout template.
Ready.
So the first slide is going to be the American College of Sports Medicine, guidelines for cardio. Frequency is 3 to 5 times per week, duration between 30 and 60 minutes. You want to use your larger muscle groups, so the hamstring, quads, and calves. The minimum requirement can be met through 5 days of moderate intensity cardio for 30 to 60 minutes or high intensity cardio for 20 to 60 minutes. These examples would be running, sprinting, swimming, cycling, playing any kind of active sport, rowing, hiking, and any other kind of physical hobby you might have. So the ACSM Sports medicine guidelines for strength would be frequency 2 to 3 times per week. You want to do between 2 and 4 sets per exercise. To hit strength and power, you're going to be in that 8 to 12 rep range. And then to hit hypertrophy or muscle gain, you'll be in that 10 to 15 rep range. And finally, for muscular endurance, you'll be in the 15 to 20 rep range. Older adults and sedentary people should start with lighter weights when first starting the regimen. Older adults and sedentary people should wait at least 48 hours before starting the next resistance training. There will be a mock workout in the middle of the slides that we will go over. ACSM guidelines for flexibility. Flexibility, you want to do it between 2 and 3 times per week. Each stretch should be held for 10 to 30 seconds. Each stretch should be performed 2 to 4 times and should accumulate to 60 seconds per stretch. The different stretching types are static, active, dynamic, ballistic, and PNF, which is proprioceptive neuromuscular facilitation. All that means is partner stretching. Flexibility exercises are best done when the muscles are warm, so after you do a dynamic warm-up.
Ready.
Common aches and pains. Aches and pains sadly affect the majority of working Americans. Being sedentary, aka sitting for most of the day or doing repetitive motions all day, can cause a lot of wear and tear on certain body parts. Almost 80% of adults have experienced low back pain. 80,000 to 100,000 ACL tears happen annually in the population. 70% are non-contact. In 2003, there were 31 million visits to the physician for musculoskeletal injuries. The monetary volume for lost working time was estimated to be $121 billion. That's money you could have been earning if you weren't injured. Common aches and pains and how to fix them. It's what you guessed, I'm sure. Working out, being physically active, and striving to have a healthy and active lifestyle. Working out with a proper routine that encompasses strength, endurance, and flexibility are key to alleviate a lot of musculoskeletal imbalances. Alright, so here's the workout template. This workout template is for beginners. Most of these exercises can be done on machines except for glute bridges, and they encompass 1 to 2 sets and 15 reps. The rest time is between 45 and 60 seconds for most of the exercises. This will make sure you are properly rested to output the most amount of power in each exercise.
Ready.
How to stick with the program. SMART goals. I'm sure we've all heard of SMART goals before. The S stands for specific. Creating goals that are specific to what you want. If you want to run a 10K, you aren't going to swim for it. M, measurable. Making sure you track your goals is very important so you can see the hard work you put in, i.e. tracking the distance you walk every day, so like a Fitbit. A, attainable. Your goal should be within your limits physically, such as losing 10 pounds in 3 months, or being able to jog 1 mile without stopping in 2, not running a 10K in a month. R, relevant. Creating goals that matter to you. So if you want to be able to run around with your kids, you should implement a weightlifting regimen and a running regimen. T, timely. Goals should have a specific time. I'm going to work out 6 times in 2 weeks. Basics of nutrition. Nutrition is the science of relationship between physiological functions and essential elements of food, how it nourishes our body, how it influences our health. Nutrition contributes to our wellness program. Some diseases can be prevented by good nutrition, such as heart disease, osteoporosis, and obesity. Essential nutrients required for the body to function properly. Water, carbohydrates, protein, fat, and oils, vitamins, and minerals. Characteristics of healthy diet. Adequate, moderate, balanced, varied, nutrient dense, and frequent. Like I always say, moderation in everything, even moderation. Alright, so first thing we're going to talk about is water, the major component of blood, necessary for electrolyte and pH balance, transporting cells and oxygen, and it helps contribute to our digestive system. The recommended amount of water you should intake is 64 ounces, or around 8 glasses a day. Our body is made up of 50 to 60% of water. So some side effects for poor dehydration is unclear thinking, mood change, causing your body to overheat, constipation, and kidney stones. Carbohydrates, primary source of readily available fuel source for our body and our brains. There are two different types of carbohydrates, simple and complex. The difference between the two is in how quickly they are broken down and absorbed. Some examples of simple sugars would be fruits, milks, syrups, table sugar, soda, and candy. All of those can cause blood levels to rise very quickly. The next is complex carbs or starches. Bread, whole wheat, most pastries, flour, green vegetables, lentil, and beans. Refined versus whole grain. Whole grain complex carbs provide more nutrients than refined complex carbs, which has been stripped away from nutrients such as B vitamins and healthy fats. Choose whole wheat pasta, 100% whole grain breads, and brown rice. Fiber is also a vital role in our digestive system, which can be found in carbs. It helps regulate blood sugar, creates feelings of fullness, promotes digestive health. You can choose whole grain options such as rice, pasta, and bread. Fruits and vegetables also provide a good amount of fiber. The recommended intake should be 25 grams a day for women and 38 grams a day for men. Protein. Essential for building and repairing tissue, bone, muscle, and skin. It helps transport oxygen and nutrients and helps regulate body function. Needs are higher if fighting off infection or recovering from injury. May help in weight loss / weight management because of satiety. Protein foods include meat, fish, eggs, milk, cheese, yogurt, beans, lentil, nuts, and seeds. They can also be found in cereals, tofu, and quinoa. You'd ultimately choose lean meats such as chicken, turkey, and fish over highly saturated fat such as the red meats options. Protein recommendations are 0.8 to 1 kilogram of body weight. Grams. Example, 130-pound woman would need 60 grams of protein per day. Fats and oils, also called lipids. The benefits of fats are they maintain healthy skin, insulate body organs, maintain body temperature, promote healthy cell function, carry fat-soluble vitamins such as A, D, E, and K, provides the most energy, and you need to consume it in moderation.
Ready.
So the different types of fats and oils out there. Trans fats would be highly advisable to avoid. They can cause higher risk of coronary and heart disease or sudden cardiac attack, found in many margarines, baked goods, and restaurant deep-fried foods. Saturated fats, mainly found from animal sources, and they are also solid at room temperature. So some examples would be meat, butter, whole milk, and coconut oil. It's recommended to eat less than 20 grams a day. Lastly, unsaturated fat. Generally comes from plant-based sources, and they are liquid at room temperature.
You're good to go.
Eat fatty fish, use healthier oils, including olive oil, eat green leafy vegetables, avocado, walnuts, walnut oil, ground flaxseed, and you should probably consume between 25 and 30% of your calories from healthy unsaturated fats. So, vitamins and minerals, or the micronutrients. Vitamins help in tissue building and metabolism, regulates the use of macronutrients. There are fat-soluble vitamins, which are A, D, and K. Absorbed with fats and oils, can be stored in the body, not easily destroyed. The thing with fat-soluble vitamins are you can overconsume them and can have ill effects on your body. So you must be aware of not eating too much of vitamins A, D, and K. Water-soluble vitamins, vitamin C, B, and folic acid. They dissolve in water. As you ingest the water-soluble vitamins, you will excrete them as whenever you pee. Minerals regulate bodily fluids. Vitamins cannot be absorbed without minerals. Minerals are macro minerals such as sodium, calcium, and potassium are needed in large amounts. Trace minerals are needed in small amounts such as iron, zinc, iodine, and fluoride. Some of the functions include formation of bones and teeth, that's fluoride, regulation of metabolism, that's iodine, and contraction of muscle, that's potassium.